Okay, welcome to the Dynasty Warriors glitch analysis series, where we take a look at the bugs and glitches and out of bounds discoveries in Dynasty Warriors, and we're finally at Dynasty Warriors 4. And we're going to take a look at a very nice glitch where we glitch basically into gates where you're not supposed to be, where all the soldiers spawn. It can be done literally everywhere in the game. There's another type of glitch that can be done in the game, so it's a little bit more broken than Dynasty Warriors 3, but you need to do a lot more stuff to do this. So yeah, it's not that easy compared to Dynasty Warriors 3, but it breaks the game more open than you could ever imagine. So the first thing I'm probably gonna do is select one of these that is that depends less on anyone on the battlefield besides me, so I can just do whatever I want. How about we try this? Oh, no, that's not gonna work, there's no horses. How about this one? Maybe that's gonna work. Because this could technically be done anywhere, but I at least want to try to do something that looks a little bit more impressive than just glitching into a little area that you could see anyways. So since these gates are all closed, I think it's not gonna work. But that one is open. Okay. First of all, we get a little bit of health. So you see these gates, when you walk towards them, you basically can't walk through them. And if we look at it from the side, if I can finally do this, it's too many people, you see the horse can't pass a specific barrier. But if you walk sideways, you can break this barrier. And while walking, you want to save and quit. And then you want to go back into the game. And this should allow you to be behind the gate. I can specifically explain why this happens. Okay, it didn't work this. It did work this time. Okay, it happens every time when I do this. I'm so confused. It worked. Okay, we're behind the gate, and now we basically have free access to the entire map of Changban. So this happens because when you go into a gate, this game specifically puts the game into specific parts, I guess. And when you save in an invalid spot, which the gate should be, it tries to put you into a valid spot. But because you're already slightly behind the gate, it puts you into a valid spot behind the gate, because technically the next valid spot would be behind the gate. And because it doesn't work like Dynasty Warriors 3, you can basically have access to the entire map. I mean, you can't walk out of bounds, there's a different glitch for that one. But you can see, like, we have access to the entire map. And if we wanted to, we could also go... It works, okay, I didn't expect this one to just work. This is also technically an area that you're not supposed to be in, as you can see, because if you see these wooden poles behind this is usually the inaccessible area, but on this version of the map it's not. Interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't explore every single map that way, but in many cases these maps are completely modeled and they just use a small part of it. It's not the case in the original maps, where they sometimes cut out parts that you don't see, like for example on the Hulao Gate map. There is part of the Tong Gate map, because they're basically one map, but the part that's missing on the map is also missing from the model of the map. Just like this one part of Luoyang that's missing, it's actually there, but there's no models in it that you would see in the level where Sun Jian gets his level 10 weapon. It's also funny to see it from this perspective, because you're not supposed to be behind this gate. It's really funny. I mean, In some maps you can walk out of bounds. Oh no, I think this could actually work. Okay, it doesn't work. Someone actually put an invisible wall there. That's interesting. But I don't know how good this invisible wall is. Maybe it also works the same way as the gates. We could try that. But I'm not 100% sure that this is gonna work out exactly the way we think it would work out. There's always a way to try, I guess. Would be funny if it would spawn us completely outside of the map. That would be an interesting one. I don't think it will do that because this is like a completely invalid spot that it can't even put you as a failsafe. Just like I thought. Yeah, this is like a complete failsafe where if you would be spawned outside of the map, you would be put in a valid space. It's a bit different than the one with the gates, because the gates put you in a valid spot that is nearby, while this puts you in a valid spot that you could be on at all. It's usually what happens if you jump outside of the map. It just tries to put you back into any spot that you could be put on. So yeah, this game is a bit broken, as you can see, and this is not even the last time we're gonna see this. Because that also works in a few more games. The only time it doesn't work is in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8, because in these games the engine is completely different. Even though Dynasty Warriors 6 is basically or also like very close to the Dynasty Warriors 7 engine, but the difference between those engines is that it's completely reworked. So obviously these glitches would not be there anymore. But we can still take a look at the rest of the map, because you usually don't get to see this during the normal battle. So maybe there's some stuff missing, some stuff broken, because in some other maps, if you glitch out of bounds, well, technically out of bounds, this is technically out of bounds in these battles, but if you glitch out of bounds, sometimes objects are missing, like entire buildings, entire gates, and other stuff. Like the glitch that we use to get through gates doesn't work on these ones, because you just cannot get close enough to them, no matter what you try. Even if you try it like this, because they put an invisible wall in a way that, yeah, you see, you can't even pass if you tried it. So that's not gonna work. But it's probably gonna work with a lot of other places. But yeah, that's a glitch. So you basically glitch into a gate slightly. First you try it sideways, and then you turn around, and then you walk into the gate with the horse, but you just keep walking while you press the start button, and then you just save, and then once you come back you should be behind the gate. I think I could also have my allies just walk behind the gate, but I don't think that's gonna work that easily. There is another glitch that we could try, but I think I'm gonna leave that for another episode. So yeah, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to see more of this, and yeah, bye bye.